OpenAI is here, the robots are taking over, and blogging is finished in 2023. That's what the proponents of OpenAI would have you believe anyway, but the truth is very different. We do know that blogging gets more competitive and difficult every year, but it still remains a very viable business model. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video where we're going to share our special trick that's going to allow you to outperform 95% of bloggers that are starting out in 2023. If you like the kind of content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're going to kick this video off by asking OpenAI some basic questions to see how good it really is, what its limitations are, and how you can use it to speed up your blogging processes. So is blogging still worth it in 2023? And thinking about OpenAI, it is going to be disruptive. It is quite good. In fact, it's excellent. It's not the be all and end all. Google does not want to rank AI content. It already has AI content with the knowledge box on the side, and the people also ask questions. It's politically correct. It sits on the fence a lot. The writing is bland and generic. And keep watching the video for our special trick that'll help you to get ahead if you're just starting out in 2023. So is blogging still worth it? If you've got unique expertise and experience, then yes, it certainly is. If you want to regurgitate what's already written and freely available on the internet, then blogging probably isn't going to be worth it anymore. So Google already tells you how to beat OpenAI, and that's authority, trust, experience, and expertise. That's the EEAT algorithm update, and experience was just added to that today. So if you can show experience on your website, that's what Google is going to look for to rank you alongside expertise, authority, and trust. You need to create a brand in 2023. So that means you need to have the website, you need to have YouTube, you need to have Instagram maybe, you need to have TikTok, maybe Twitter. So you need people to know your brand, know your personality, and they're coming back to listen to what you have to say basically. And okay, so let's jump straight in and ask OpenAI some questions. So we've got one ready. Is blogging still worth it, or will AI destroy it? So the first thing we can see here is that it's not as quick as Google. So if I'm looking for information, I can get it more quickly on Google. So let's see how good it is. So it's good for individuals and businesses to establish themselves as experts. However, it's important to note that the blogging is constantly evolving. You need to stay up to date with new technologies and trends. So that's like your Instagram and TikTok to get more eyeballs, and you need to build the brand. AI may change the way blogging is done. It can also open new opportunities for bloggers. And that's what I say as well about the abundance mindset. There's an unlimited amount of articles to be written. So even with OpenAI, so we can harness it to allow us to get the advantage. And the only thing I will say is never take anything that's written by OpenAI and just transfer it onto your blog, because that's going to get you penalized 100%. And I think a lot of people are going to fall into that trap this year. Ultimately, the value of blogging will depend on the individual and their goals. So it's bland, it's generic, it's not really answered the question. So I'm just going to answer it again. Will AI destroy blogging? And let's see what it says. It is unlikely that AI will completely destroy blogging. While AI can assist in automating certain tasks, which is what I would use it for, like coming up with a list of maybe pros and cons, taking out the ones you don't like, putting in the ones you do like, and then just expanding on the points, rewording them, and just showing your own unique expertise and experience. But for brainstorming, it's really, really good. The value of blogging goes beyond just creation of content, the ability to engage with readers, build a community. It is possible the way that AI will change the way blogging is done, and it's important to stay up to date with new technologies and trends. Now, I've asked the same question multiple times, and it's given completely different answers all the time. And what I was saying this morning is that AI can't replace human writing because it doesn't have the emotions, the personal perspective, and it doesn't have a personality. So it's bland, it's regurgitated, it's just really not that good, you know. So definitely if you want to start a blog, it's still a very viable opportunity. And this is kind of what I would use it for. So say pros and cons of taking up golf. So yeah, it's just spitting out these points. And the other thing is that OpenAI, it depends completely on the quality of questions that you ask it. So with blogging, we have the opportunity to address the initial query that the user has asked to Google. and then anticipate their next questions and answer them in sequence. We can lay it out in a visually appealing way with like a block quote at the top of each kind of underneath each heading with the key points, so the user can scan quickly through and pick up the key points of information. So the pros: improved physical health, mental benefits, social benefits, business benefits. I mean, very bland, very generic. I mean, it's not that great, right? Now, I'm not saying OpenAI is not that good. It's really, really excellent, and you really, like, if you learn how to use it properly, it's really good. So jumping back into the slides, pros of OpenAI: excellent for brainstorming, excellent at reciting facts. Knowledge builds through the session, so if you tell it you have a degree, it's going to base the rest of its answers for that session on that you have a degree, and it's only going to get better, and it's only going to get faster as well. So it's here to stay. You know, you don't need to be too worried about it, but you definitely need to keep it in mind, and if you can harness it, then definitely that's something you should be doing. Cons: it's got no personality, it sits on the fence, it's politically correct, and I saw a guy sending me an email yesterday, and you know, I could just see it was OpenAI. It was just paragraph, 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 bland and generic. And he's trying to run, like, you know, a social business where people give him money to come and have a great time. And he's just put this email with no personality in it, and like, that's going to hurt your brand. So would you want to read an email from someone if it was written by AI? And for me, I absolutely wouldn't. Google doesn't want to rank it. It's not connected to the internet yet, so if new products come out, it's not going to be able to review them. It's prone to incorrect information, so that's what I've heard people using it extensively. When they look through the longer articles, there's tons of mistakes in them, and they're saying things that aren't true, which is really dangerous. Can be obvious that it's AI writing, and is it just robbing other people's content and rewording it? Like, because it can't come up with anything new by itself. It's just taking what's already written and basically, you know, putting it into a different form. Now, it does that very, very well, but it can't take your unique knowledge and put it into an article, because it just doesn't have it. It's not available to it. And that's what blogging has always been about. It's about you having unique information and sharing it with other people. Now, it's so competitive that there's ways just to come in and see poorly written articles and extend it and add more value. But it's basically, at the end of the day, it's providing your unique knowledge and experience to users that they can't get anywhere else. And having the authority and the trustworthiness and the expertise and experience is, you know, what Google's looking for, and Google is showing you how to beat OpenAI as a blogger. Google's response: expertise, experience, authority, trustworthiness. Google also had a spam algorithm update, so that's basically people using OpenAI to generate 50 or 100 articles a day. Google's going to be on that in a flash, and it's going to downrank the site. Regurgitating info is gone. Google wants people that are experts in their field, that have been there and done it before with unique knowledge, and Google wants people that have inside knowledge. So if you're a Muay Thai fighter, and you know that you should use oil before your training sessions but not before your fights or something like that, and that's not anywhere on the internet, then OpenAI cannot come up with that knowledge. You know, it's unique to you. And Google already shows AI, so Google's going to basically, it has the AI panel, and then it has the human results. And OpenAI is just another result on the top. So there's 11 results, and OpenAI is one of them. And our trick for getting ahead of the 95% of competition starting out is, you know, authority and trustworthiness is such a big thing now that we can buy expired domains that have already built up that trust with Google and authority. And that's going to allow you to start off with the algorithm on your side. You're going to avoid the enhanced scrutiny that new sites are under now with all this AI stuff. And it's going to allow you to rank more quickly and start making extra bank. And we covered this in a video a long time ago. I probably look a lot younger in that video. But you can check out our Register Compass video in the description below. So what to do? Make sure your articles are laid out well. Users can scroll through it and pick up the key points quite quickly. And then if they want more in depth, they can go through it more in depth as well. Use lots of pictures, you know, and lots of color to make it look really visually appealing, which OpenAI doesn't do yet, but maybe it'll do in the future. Show plenty of personality. Don't be afraid to come off the fence and share your strong opinions. Show your experience and expertise on your site. And we also say to check your writing for AI before you even post it, because if you put AI writing on your site, you're going to get a penalty. Simple as that. And here we have writer.com, AI content detection. If someone's writing articles for you, just make sure that it's not, they're not using OpenAI. because plenty of people will try and cheat you out of your money and just use the software. So, and connecting on multiple platforms is absolutely key now. As I've said it before, I'll say it again, YouTube. If you can put your articles on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Twitter, all of them, build a brand, collect their email addresses, have your email marketing going. Don't write the emails with OpenAI. That defeats the whole purpose of it. And remember, OpenAI can't be controversial, and it's always going to sit on the fence. So when you go for one side over the other, you're doing something that OpenAI is not going to do. So blogging is still good if you've got unique expertise to share, and don't let AI get into your head. You know, don't think about it too much. I know I've gone through this for a couple of weeks. Like, is it going to take us out? It's not going to take us out for 5 to 10 years, basically, at least. So, you know, if you are worried about it, just calm down and keep going and just try and add more value. That's the way to beat it. And if you want to have a consultation with me, 15-minute chat to go through your site and how you can prepare for what's coming with the OpenAI, make sure you have a good business going forward, you can book an appointment with me using the calendar link down below as well. So thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you on the next one.